Hey guys, Tightrope here, bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Belgorod. Playing today spawning on the right, we have Findeed as US forces with tactical support, airborne and infantry. Teaming up with him is RyuJou playing as the British forces with commandos, mobile assault and lend-lease assault. From the left we have Bissonnette playing as OKW, immediately going for elite armored, and TeddyMcFluff with Ostheer, Osttruppen. This is a random team on both sides. I think Findeed was around 50, RyuJou 100, Bissonnette, I've got it here, hang on, 20, and Teddy 80. So, rankings edge to the axis slightly, but Findeed's probably higher rank. Could get a higher rank very easily in twos. So we've got 3 sections start. No universal carry action yet. In this case, universal carry is probably going to be quite good, seeing as likely to see a 2-2-1 from Bissonnette. But here we go, Osttruppen marching forwards. Nice retreat there by that squad. This one actually soft retreating. Rifleman coming into the centre as well. It looks like Findeed's not really going to contest the south. Going to help in the centre. Doesn't mean this fuel is exposed currently. But Bissonnette just sandbagging, putting up wire. Not taking advantage of that. Okay, echelon. Reveal the position, draw the fire. Quick reactions from Bissonnette though. But with Rifleman right on top of him. Losing that fight quite badly. Meanwhile, big old blob coming up to the north. Teddy.
The platoon command post is finished and
Section
ready for
fast
use.
retreat. You know, you have a bit more time to like allow that blob to run at you, since Osttruppen so bad out of cover. You know, as they're close in the distance, they're not doing much damage, and they can't really run and gun chase you down either. So you can be a little bit more aggressive with your retreats due to that fact. Close one over here. Oh, they both end up retreating. Very close fight. Pretty good model drops there for Findeed against the Osttruppen post. MG coming down. But troops trying to reposition. But there we go. Coming in cornered. Machine gun doing some good work for Osttruppen, so it's a lot of infantry early on.
The sector has been cut off.
MG just inching forwards. This is going to be nasty. A lot of models very low in health. Big Osttruppen blobs. But it looks like the 2-2-1 shooting at this squad that's very close. Okay, now I switch to this one. RyuJou in some trouble here. Rifleman coming forwards. They are upgrading the bazooka, but only halfway done at this stage. 2-2-1 really wants this wipe. He's going to chase in a bit deeper. This could be his death sentence. The base MG is doing some big damage. The bazooka's about to pop. Ooh, it's going to be a bit too slow, I think. He's going to be out of range. No? What was that pathing? It was like a zigzag crab walk kind of thing. That was a close call, though, on the 2-2-1. Close call for the section as well, though. It does survive. And early medics here. Looks like Findeed's going to send his units up to get some healing, perhaps. Big sandbag position on this cutoff, though. It's going to be tough to break. We have a 50 count coming in for Findeed. From the other side, actually. This could work quite well. Oh yeah, this 4 Osttruppen start leading to a lot of field presence, and a second machine gun picked up as well by Teddy. Interesting. It's a lot of infantry, means that
attempting to steal our sector.
we're probably not going to see a 2-2-2 this game if I had to guess. Maybe we'll see like a supply drop, I don't know. Just seeing the Osttruppen around in the blob. A lot of these are not in cover though. You can see no cover bonus shield on most of those squads.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
And RyuJou not opting for any counter to this 2-2-1. Just going for bolster and weapon racks. Problem with weapon racks is it does make your infantry sections less mobile, and to outposition double machine guns in this early phase of the match, you kind of do need some mobility. Looks like maybe he's gone for like single equips on each of those squads as well, which generally not as big of a fan of. Bazooka trying to come back to deal with the 2-2-1. He's not upgrading with the 2-2-3. The option has been there for quite some time. There we go. Bazooka kind of looks like it was an AoE hit even. Ooh, and the 50. That was a very close call. 2-2-1 getting away, but no! The attack round through the smoke. Big plays there by Findeed. Bissonnette, if he just backed that out straight away, he was free and clear, but he stopped. He stopped at the edge of the range of the 50 cal for a few seconds. Cost him. RyuJou has locked into mobile assault, fielded a mortar, which is helping to break some of these machine gun and heavy cover positions of Teddy. Big run and gun chase down on the Volksgrenadiers. He has died to the rifleman. So Bissonnette falling apart here. Couple big losses. So Teddy having to reposition a little bit. Okay, a break up to the north. Bit of rifleman focus fire there. 50 cal, suppressing a few times. And the rifleman just overrunning Teddy here. Puma coming in for Bissonnette, by the way. Interesting. Always strong with the heat shells. And Findeed's going for the Stuart. Ends up coming in quite late with how poor the fuel control has been to this point. And Findeed has locked into infantry. Can start to equip those M1919s. For an ambulance now as well. Bit late on the ambo. Might have to wait back at base for a few seconds to heal up these units. You know, ambo still has to drive onto the map. There we go. Puma reveals itself. Stuart has to back off immediately. Needs some infantry support if he really wants to fight. Early fuel cache by Teddy as well in quite an aggressive position. Slowly getting bombed out by the mortar.
Manufacturing capability has been increased.
Fast tick up here for Teddy, which means he can start to get those Osttruppen LMGs shortly. Going to be in territory, of course, but it's a pretty big deal. And that's actually a second mortar from RyuJou. I didn't notice that. And the rifleman died somewhere in the center. Okay. The mortar's forced away. A T-gun now for RyuJou. Repairing up the Stuart. 50 cal wide arc.
The supply line just got cut off.
Indeed gonna work his way in here, but can't really win this fight against the STGs. Does get one bazooka off. Slow down the Puma somewhat. But the Axis really making it tough with all these sandbags. Hard to push in. Flank on the 50. Flank on the MG though as well. MG34. Oh, the re-echelon Findeed. That was sloppy. They were just sitting there fighting from cover for a long time. Forgot about them. clear off these sandbags with a couple AT gun hits. Some Brens going hard now. And the double mortars are there. But yeah, pretty strong start for the Axis so far. Should lead to a very fast medium tank for Teddy. He's already got his battle phase done. If he had his tech structure down, he could be just about building a medium right now. Very, very fast. This tactic did also go for tier 2, so it wasn't even a tier 2 skip as well. It did have the option of building a tank gun if he felt the need. But the Puma is doing a pretty good job of keeping the Stuart in check. Not really necessary. No light vehicle from RyuJou. Okay, now a sniper for Teddy. Interesting. Not going to go for a medium. Looks like he's going straight to battle phase 3. Sniper, of course, very strong against the British forces. These Tommies are quite expensive and not very mobile. Whoa! I didn't even mention that Findeed had the captain and it's already dead. That is not good. Does allow him to field an anti-tank gun. Can't fight back against the Puma. Typically, you know, these double officer strats are a bit more affordable with M1919 commanders, since you don't need to go for weapon racks as well. Makes it easier to stomach. And there we go. Oh, a couple good hits. Stuart chasing in, hoping for the kill here. Oh, one more shot, but he decides not to chase. Don't want to take the risk. Maybe can now kill off this fuel cache. Good push here from RyuJou.
Attempting to steal our sector.
Sniper up to 2 kills so far. Oof, couple of big hits from the mortar there. 2 kills, 3 kills. Okay, they're not doing alright. Not incredible. But it is a pretty good counter to these Osttruppen who are so reliant on sitting in cover. Mortar's giving them a real headache. Commandos can be a pretty decent counter to the sniper. RyuJou not fielding any of those yet.
Enemy threatening a capture point.
Got some oversold. In fact, double overs for Bissonnette now. Indeed, gonna struggle against that with his infantry losses. Has picked up a second 50 cal, which is good, and rebuilding the captain as well. Stuart doing its best here, but struggling to contain this infantry. Here comes some reinforcements, the infantry section arriving. AT gun backing up the Stuart, but it's a little bit too far back. Puma does get baited in though. Takes a shot.
A capture point is under attack.
50 cal, however, getting flanked. Well, yeah, I suppose it was facing this direction. It was a kind of frontal attack, but... And this is where sometimes Osttruppen can be a little bit hard to use. You know, constantly sitting out of cover with them. Having to micro them into cover is a bit of a tricky burden. Can become challenging once things start heating up in the later stages of the match, especially if you're having to constantly dodge mortar strikes as well. Captain gun come around the corner here. Looks like it's just upgraded with the bar, hasn't equipped the M1919 as well. Osttruppen eventually going to get forced off. You can see the allies are very far behind on victory points at this stage. Had a tough start against this overwhelming Osttruppen build, as well as a couple of losses from Findeed in the rear echelon. Captain. And we're just slowly working on the captain. Stuart working in the center. I'm just going to soak it. Here comes the lieutenant looking for some bazooka shots. To back away with the Puma though. 13 kills now for the sniper, considering how late he got that. It's doing very well indeed.
We are losing a sector.
But here we go, first medium on the field, and it's actually the allies who are getting it. See if this Cromwell can turn things around. No AT gun still for Teddy. Maybe the sniper was a bit too much in terms of manpower. He can't afford to build a tank. He's got the fuel for quite some time, but does not have the manpower. So this Cromwell is no opposition at the moment. We have a pack. Oh wow, did he airdrop in a pack and his teammate took it? Maybe he might have told him to take it. Either way, 50 cal gets flanked. Nice mine there, shutting down the steel on the 50. Bissonnette has a lot of manpower, so I don't know about this exchange. He could easily afford to build his own MG34 and pack, or Raketten. Cromwell out for repairs for a touch. Has got the recovery sappers on the job. And now a land mattress on the field for RyuJou. So just start to smash through his Axis infantry. He's got a lot of indirect fire now though, between the two mortars and his land mattress. Panther in the build for Teddy. So RyuJou probably going to need a second anti-tank gun. Only one snaring squad. Could easily get overrun by the Panther. Trading shots there in the north. Heat shells active on the Puma, getting some big penetrations. Okay, and a walking Stuka from Bissonnette. It was a late choice. You know, he did go for tech and into into Oversoldaten, and then goes to the walking Stuka. I had this out a good like 5 minutes ago. Otherwise, the mattress into the north. Doesn't look like it's going to hit too much though. Big whiff on that first barrage, and might even be worth considering cancelling this barrage early, given that it's kind of just giving a lot more craters for the sniper to move around in, making it easier for Teddy. There's a walking Stuka into the north. Looks like it's going for this squad, and they're very clumped up on the light cover. Luckily, they do survive, both squads. Pretty good start for Bissonnette though. Here comes that Panther that I was talking about. I think he heard it coming in the fog. AT gun's backing up, and he does have his lone snaring squad up here. Running interference. Doesn't want to throw the AT nade early. I suppose more cover craters as well for the Osttruppen, making it easier for them too. Didn't think about that. Just getting out of there. Trading a few shots with the Panther. Findeed has had an easier time in the south with that Puma assisting in the north. 350 cows now for Findeed. We're looking to wall up. Cows connecting on the Cromwell. We do have an AT gun right there though. Looks like RyuJou's not going to lose his Cromwell. No chase down by Teddy. I think it would have been quite safe to go on for the chase down, but it doesn't feel safe. The sniper ended up retreating. Most of these sections equipped with the pyrotechnics for the extra vision. I don't think we've seen any base howitzer fire to this point. And it's a Scott actually first from Findeed. This is quite risky. Oh, he has picked up a second anti-tank gun though, okay. But, you know, with the second anti-tank gun, 350 cows is kind of playing into the hands of Bissonnette with that walking Stuka, which is ready to fire again. Allies are extremely team weapon reliant at this stage. A couple Piats picked up on the Royal Engineers, that's a good idea. Needs a bit of extra anti-tank to deal with this Panther. 50 cow getting blasted by the overs, shooting at the wrong unit, but gets the suppression in before it gets decrewed. 50 cow down the bottom working well also. The base howitzer fire coming in. Here comes the walking Stuka now. Looks like it's targeting the mortar. Pretty strong connection again, but no decrease. Vet 1 after just 2 barrages though. Definitely a strong start for Bissonnette. Still has a huge amount of manpower, by the way. Could field himself a Panther now if he wants to. And teamwork here. Teddy putting down a med bunker for his teammate. One here with the vet advantage. Findeed's paying attention. Good dodge on that nade. Second nade though. Doesn't dodge that one. And into a Werfer for Teddy. I think that's a good choice. One walking Stuka. Not quite enough to punish team weapon play this heavy. Gotta be careful about being that close to the trees. Might end up blocking some of the rockets. And that just did do another barrage, but 1 kill after 2 barrages compared to that to the walking Stuka's 11.
Enemies trying to take a point from us.
Very poor start for the walking Stuka. So many units up here. Could be devastating. Next rocket artillery strike. Oh, there we go. So that was the Scott getting some big hits in there. Osttruppen dead. The first unit lost by Teddy? I think so. He's done well so far. It's buying the Cromwell some breathing room. Oh, there we go. 50 cal going down to the Ober grenade, it looks like. Indeed, under siege from Bissonnette. Trying to come around the corner with his infantry. Smoke grenade predictively around the corner. Indeed, dodging it though. Oh! T-gun got decrewed under pressure from the sniper. Land mattress though, getting some decent hits. Quick retreats. Okay, getting close to vet 1. 3 kills though. Comes the walking Stuka. And that was another great hit for the walking Stuka. The Werfer still hasn't fired, right? On field for such a long time. 7 more kills. pressure from the double AT guns. Both mortars end up getting decrewed, and now Osttruppen coming forwards to
Enemy is gaining
apply a
the
bit more
foothold.
pressure.
We are down to 300 points.
There we go, 6-pounder down. Cromwell tries to do a bit of crush action, but kind of getting stuck on the flag, and now the Panther's there. He takes an engine cook. We do have the Firefly waiting around the corner though. So the Panther decides not to press in. Oh, what's he doing? Was he shooting at the sandbags or something? Bouncing off the Panther though. It's a bit of bad luck. Firefly, I think, does have pretty bad long-range penetration, though, for a tank destroyer. I think it's like 210. Unusual weapon profile on the Firefly, for sure. Covers the AT gun. Meanwhile, Land Mattress just about ready to fire again. With it. When's he gonna let it loose? Good use of the incendiary round on the sniper there, completely putting a halt to that infantry. Got a bit of Scott action through the center. 13 kills on that. That's doing very well for Findeed. A second Panther now for Teddy. Probably can pick up a second higher, and that'll pretty much round out his composition. Land Mattress kind of wasted again out the back, not really hitting anything. Allies have done a very good job stabilizing on the victory points over the last few minutes though. They're down by about 80 now. I think they're down by well over 200 at one stage. This time, Morkenstuka doesn't really hit too much. Pretty good dodging from Findeed. And Stuart still very valuable against these kind of squads that have no anti-tank capabilities. You just sit here and blast away. Not fast enough to stop the 50 getting decrewed though. Still some pretty nice bleed.
A capture point is under attack.
And this is where, you know, having the extra vision on the sections can really help. You can see those Panthers coming from a long way off, especially if the squad's in cover as well. It's got that boosted vision from veterancy in cover. Okay, Puma wants the Scott. He's got the heat shells. Yeah, I think he popped the heat shells a little bit late. Trying to chase in for him here. Smoke both ways. Cromwell coming down, looking for the Puma kill, but misses the kill shot. Gonna chase in for one more, but the Puma very fast. Cromwell's not fast enough, even with Hunt active. Can't get the job done. And now the Stuart in some trouble as well. He pops the shell shock. Looks like it's going to allow him to escape. Rolling forwards with the AT gun now to support. Firefly rotating down now as well. Now Mattress about ready to fire again, and maybe this is a good target. Oh, he's tick grenades now on his sections. Interesting. This would also be good, but don't know how much vision the Allies have at this stage. So Findeed putting down a lot of fighting positions all across the map. Bissonnette has everything required for the King Tiger for quite a long time now, it looks like. Or is he not ticked? Oh, he hasn't ticked mechanized, okay. So, definitely why Findeed's able to make this comeback. Bissonnette's so slow getting that King Tiger out. Could have been on the field over a minute ago. Probably about 3 minutes ago, if I had to guess. MG down in the center. Got a Jackson out now for Findeed, so, you know, once that King Tiger does arrive, it's already going to be soft countered by that. And here it comes. King Tiger with elite armored. A real powerhouse. There's Teddy's worth it doing. Only 3 kills so far. Feels like he's kind of missing the cooldown timers on that quite often. Should have fired 2 more barrages to this point. Here comes the land mattress back the other way, kind of catching these units as they're retreating as well. A few good hits. 6 kills now. Well targeted, that one, and getting close to V2. V2 damage bonus is massive on the land mattress, just makes it so much better. Oh wow! Luckily the whom are missing. Scott, very fortunate to survive that.
One of our fighting positions is sustaining fire.
And this is a tough combo to handle. Kuma King Tiger. Oh, pops the smoke. Stuart switches to focus fire across. Double Panthers rolling up now. Firefly. Ooh, goes down. They had enough firepower here to defend though against 1 Panther at least. So Teddy doesn't get out of there scot-free. Got the railway artillery coming down though. Decrease the AT gun. Just about running into it with that rifleman. It's getting out of there now. It looks like he's going to go for the steal on this M1. Yep. The huge manpower reserves Teddy had earlier kind of burnt through those at this stage. Picked up a extra MG. So it feels like he kind of wants the AT gun. Oh, he also picked up some grenadiers. I didn't even notice that. To replace the Osttruppen. Oh, great grenade.
Enemy has destroyed an anti-tank gun.
Trying to battle it out for the southern VP. Base howitzer fire trying to clear the path. King Tiger's up here as well though. So it means the Jackson has to rotate. The T-gun killed off finally. Doesn't fall into Axis hands. Mattress readying to fire again into the center it looks like. Going for these team weapons. He does have the major, is vetted, so can use that for some vision. Oh, but there we go. That's the GG move. The King Tiger hit vet 1. So we can activate the spearhead mode now and get that really broken vision. Stupid down the bottom. Catches the Stuart repair crew. Means he can't jump back into that Stuart anymore. Might have to send his rifleman back there to crew it and retreat with that vehicle crew. Pretty close on the victory points. You can hear the announcer. Oh, but there we go. Lieutenant goes down to the sniper. And there we go. King Tiger with the spearhead just blasting away from long range. Some trench action going down, but trenches can't save you from those snipes. And the double mortar's actually forcing away the sniper there. And he does have quite a lot of munitions, could start to pop some AP rounds. Pack activated target weak point, hoping the Jackson would chase in, but did not.
Enemies are swarming one of
And the
our
Puma
emplacements.
just slowly chipping away at these fighting positions. There goes another one. Cleared off just the one, actually. The T-gun coming down.
Tank
Connecting
destroyer
once.
is ready for action.
Second Jackson now for Findeed. This is pretty much his composition now. He's right there on his PopCap Blue once everything's
Capture
recruit.
point is under attack.
Flanked here by the Overs. There's a fresh 50 cal rolling up though.
One of our fighting
Oh, but
positions
the
is sustaining fire.
50 gets decrewed. Rifleman can jump back on that. Bit of smoke out covering. Tiger's slow to start using attack rounds. They mattress into the center, but there's actually not that much back there. As it were for now again for Teddy. And for the land mattress, it looks like. Doing very minor damage. Target weak point looks like maybe stunning one of these. And Jackson's not having much luck against the King Tiger. It's almost completely unscathed. Oh, we left a bazooka. Oh no. They dropped a Piet. Comes a walking Stuka in the north. Oh, direct hit. Ooh, that's a monster. And behind that, the Panther's getting aggressive without the AT gun support. He's feeling bold. And it works out very well. Suppression kicking in before he can jump on the gun. So Teddy getting the job done here in the north. Largely because, you know, he's only got one engineer for repairs with the, if he had two, another one up here, maybe he could fight back against these Panthers more effectively. Keep his Cromwell healthier. Ouch. Very quick kill on the Scots. King Tiger is not mucking around. Time on target up here for Findeed, but doesn't hit anything. And that pack with the extra vision from the King Tiger going to town. Okay. Oh, wow, he popped shell shock, but it was too slow in its activation. Oh, that sucks, man. Able to fire off one more shot after the shell shock was already active on it. And I've seen that in my highlights video recently. Flak Panzer getting a shot off on me in a similar situation. So annoying. 17 pounder coming up for RyuJou. I think this is actually a very good idea, but again, because he's only got one engineer, it's quite slow getting built up. Oh, Teddy losing double pyos there, trying to repair up the King Tiger. The land mattress striking hard. So it's a big land mattress needed. The Axis was starting to overrun the Allies a bit. Findeed taking a few losses. So did RyuJou actually. The AT gun up in Cromwell. So far the Jacksons haven't really been that effective against the King Tiger either. Things are rocketing up in up to Vet 2 now. Cal fighting position, trying to hold on down here. Double Panthers. Looking to get some movements happening. Third Jackson now for Findeed.
We lost a gun crew.
50 cal killed off quickly there by the artillery from the King Tiger. Panther comes forward to clear off that fighting position. The T-gun rotating down for it. But Findeed's actually going to struggle against the infantry now.
Fighting position machine gun is in place.
There's a walking Stuka. Could get a pretty big hit.
Capture point is being overrun.
And it's enough to result in the decrew on the 50. Fortunately he's dead though, Bissonnette forgetting to retreat. Bit of a saving grace there. 3 Jacksons though, but the problem is the Allies, with Findeed maybe lacking a bit of vision, might have to play around that major. those tank destroyers. Mattress getting a few little scatter hits. It's like Teddy trying to dig in with the sandbags up here. 17 pounder is in effect. Looks like that's done some pretty big damage to the King Tiger there. Up to Vet 1 now. Need some artillery to clear off this though. It's a second land mattress, but it's fired in the north. Again, not really hitting too much. Sandbag the trench working well here for Teddy. And the sniper as well. 58 kills, by the way. He's paying attention. He's dodging quickly from these nades. You know, the triple Jacksons, they're very strong, but hard to use and hard to apply in this situation. That King Tiger with the extra vision is so menacing. You just can't sneak up on it at all. Look how far you can see. It's the entire screen at the default zoom level. Findeed, I don't think has any smoke tools anymore. He's lost his Scott.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Could build a mortar half track.
Positions is sustaining fire.
A cheaper smoke tool. Scott's probably the better choice, but
Crowds are taking one of our points.
tight positions. About to get overrun here. Incendiary nade going to finish it off, and Findeed never recovered this 50 cal down here, it looks like. If he did, it got decrewed again. Here come the triple Jacksons.
Enemies are swarming one of our emplacements.
Oh, funny, 1 pin out of 3 though. Bring the major artillery, and now he doesn't have anything providing vision for the Jacksons. Meanwhile, the Panther's getting some work done down the bottom. Nice kill on the Folk screen it is. Ostheer kind of losing a bit of his infantry. He's only got 1 snaring squad now. Triple Jackson's going to rotate down for the Panthers, it looks like. Easier to deal with than the King Tiger is. Big hits. King Tiger rolling up though, and the pack's there as well. Looks like one of these Jacksons about to go down. King Tiger just shrugging off every shot right now. There he goes, finally getting a couple penetrations in. Rifleman get close enough for an AT nade here as well. Jackson's going to come back in, look for a little bit of follow-up damage. Rifleman providing the vision. But now the bouncers are returning. The pack threading the needle. Double Panthers coming in to try to save the day against these Jacksons. Got the AT gun ready there for Findeed. The Panthers charging in. Panthers disengaging, and great land mattress. Pack decrewed. Bit of damage onto the Pyos. That's going to slow things down a lot for the Axis. Still ended up losing one of those Jacksons. Dodge. Ooh. Bit of a close call there. But yeah, this 17 pounder definitely helping in the north. It's maybe a tiny bit too far back, but it does mean the Panthers kind of operating on the other side of the map, making it easier for RyuJou to hold in the north. And Mattress needs to change its facing here.
Weapon crew lost.
Nice, getting overrun on the victory points.
Threatening a capture point.
Here comes the King Tiger. Jagdpan's in the build now for Bissonnette after losing a few squads. He's freed up a bit of room in his pop cap. And Mattress looks like it forced a bunch of retreats. Hoping not to pick up the VP for the capture. Allies are draining out at this stage. Getting dangerously low. Indeed, trying to work his way in down here. Could come around the far side with the captain. Like that machine one would be quite helpful. The T-gun killed off there quickly. And the sniper actually forcing all the retreats, so RyuJou not actually able to cap this VP. Oh, what is he doing? Findeed, if he just came around the corner here, he had vision of this for so long. A little bit sloppy. Double Jackson's doing their best here through the center, but here comes the walking Stuka. The AT gun's in some trouble. Just survives. Needs to keep hold of that. That's another important vision tool. Cheeky grenade into retreats. Did put another fighting position down here, but didn't find time to upgrade it. The captain goes down. Maybe if the fighting pit had managed to suppress, but couldn't happen.
Armor here.
Okay, land mattress now. Coming down. Decent hits. Slows down the repairs a little bit.
Enemies are swarming one of our
RyuJou actually went for a Churchill. Feels like he just played right into the hands of these double Panthers, but alright. Feel like he still just needs to get a Firefly to work. Tiger Jagdpanzer coming down now. Findeed's in some trouble. This AT gun. Still back at base. Oh, but might be able to kill off the Jagdpanzer here, and does. Bit of a traffic jam through this choke point. And the Jackson's taking advantage of it. Nice little pick off there from Findeed. Seems like the Churchill trying to bait these Panthers in against the Churchill. Just on the edge of the range. What? Is that an attack ground? He was clearly like 5 range away. Might have been an attack ground though. Feels to me like the 17 pounder is slightly worse at attack grounds than the Pack 43 though.
We've got 50 points left.
Maybe because of projectile collision. Land mattress action there, doing some damage to the sniper actually. King Tiger trying to roll up, drops the artillery down.
The land mattress rocket artillery crew
17 pounder needs to pop the brace here. I don't think RyuJou is paying attention. Oh, look at that damage without the brace, and the 17 pounder I don't think is going to last. Too slow, noticing that Artie coming down, and his engineers died on retreat as well to it. That is very bad news for the Allies. 27 VPs left, the double Jacksons trying to get something going through the middle. Fresh Jagdpans out for Bissonnette immediately though. Jackson's splitting their damage, not ideal at all. And look at how fast that goes down. That Vet 5 Puma, tremendous rate of fire. It's got the damage boosts as well. Didn't even pop the heat shells, just sniping that off. It's got that range boost as well, right? Yeah, Vet 4 range boost. Extremely hard to deal with. Indeed, now going for a Sherman to try and fight off these Obersoldaten, it looks like, but it's looking rather grim for the Allies at this stage. Damage here from the infantry. Churchill having to retreat though. He's just got no anti-tank support at all. A 17 pounder going down. Heading to the south to try and clear off the VP. 20 points remaining. Let's see what these Allies can do. Bit of land mattress action. Spraying around and actually getting some good hits. The pies go down for Teddy. Machine gun on the run, so he can maybe get the cap off. 16 remaining. Then we're just slowly working on this squad down the bottom, so that means the Jackson's going to come through. He's got the armor-piercing rounds going. Major providing some vision. But the 50 forced away, it means the Sherman has to come back in to help against the Ogres. Could pop the range boost on the AT gun as well, Findeed. Oh, it's going to get overrun now by the Ogres. Oh. And Bissonnette can just see everything coming because of the spearhead mode on that King Tiger. No surprises for him. Makes it so easy to play these engagements. And that's it. Allies end up draining out. Oof. Yeah, it's a tough one. Very hard to handle a King Tiger with that vision. Indeed, just slowly getting chipped away, losing a tank here, tank there, squad here, there. Never able to get much going. The fighting positions were working very well for a time. But man, that vetted up Puma. Such a nuisance, so hard to deal with. Didn't really see too many rifleman mines down from Findeed. Maybe that's something he could have worked in a bit more when he had a bit more field control, a bit more of that could have helped a lot. Because I don't really remember too many snares from Findeed overall. I suppose that's maybe an issue if you're rebuilding the officers instead of building more riflemen. Lower snare opportunities. But yeah, well played by the Axis. Teddy, very strong start with the mass Osttruppen double machine gun. Led to a huge amount of field presence. The Allies did a pretty good job fighting back from that, has to be said. RyuJou finding a window for that Cromwell to force Teddy off the map almost completely. With Teddy kind of gifting some team weapons to his teammate. And that really helped with the fight back, but ultimately wasn't enough. Double land mattresses, you know, they were alright, but so yeah, they're pretty good. 17 pounder, maybe a little bit too far back to be super impactful, and then dies to the railway artillery very quickly. I think overall RyuJou kind of missing a second squad of engineers this game. And the problem is, you know, not just slow repairs from only having one squad. You know, you can somewhat mitigate that with the vehicle crew repairs, but also if you lose your sole set of engineers, then whatever tank you have is really stranded, or, you know, if your 17 pounder gets low, you can't repair it up. It's quite risky. You only have one snaring squad. I would like to see a second squad of those for RyuJou. But yeah, strong walking Stuka action from Bissonnette, especially the first like 4 barrages or so. They were devastating, really punishing the mass support weapon play of the Allies during that phase. Those double Brit mortars went down very quickly once the walking Stuka arrived. And that was strong. Only 11 kills, so Teddy didn't have as much success with his Werfer. Didn't end up going for the RD officer as well for that coordinated fire, but, you know, that's all right. And, you know, kept the double Panthers alive pretty well, so that's all that they really needed to have happen here. Yeah, I'm not sure about this Churchill either. Felt like his infantry was doing fine, you know. Maybe if you want to kill the sniper, just go for a counter snipe. That was the only thing really giving him headaches. And go for a Firefly. But oh well, GG, pretty strong match, good back and forth action. GG. Well, anyway, guys, wrap on that. If you like your game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.